Early does we got the thing fixed over here. And even other stuff over here though. We're gonna listen to this fully. So, if I remember correctly, the path guides over in here. So I need to elect anyone that can do the Americanist thing. Interesting. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna pause real quick so I can double check something. Alrighty. Now I get things set over here, so I need to do the Americanist stuff over here. So that basically means Herman Pool Blut over here. Who do all of these because they can all do the American identity over here. That means we. I'm gonna be doing the American S, if I remember correctly. Let's check how to get the American stuff. Yeah.
Ready, sir.
Let's get this thing started.
Orders.
Young boy Young over here. Johnson.
Orders.
And we get Thomas Page.
Listen up. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're really thin. Depends on the state. But I have a state vote to black American political sovereignty must defend all once proper military recruits being organized. Indeed.
Ready.
Hey, this song.
Ready, sir.
Oh, this song actually. There's some of this going. Let's get the basics out of the way.
Attention.
Yeah, I need to get a fucking army up in here. Getting a siege. That's meant to what happened. About the shit over here. Clan over here, the bastards. To the back region, the lunatics, our units. It's over in the past summer, such as we copily used our foes is not it. We're our own country now, we have our own units as well. Indeed. Now stay in the siege. Black belt and broken fear in the Iron Fist of the old Democratic Party in the WEF. But the situation is far from under control. We need to defend ourselves from the car of Car. Already grouping ranges for syndicates, liberals, and nationalists are pledging loyalty to the state, but it's clear each which dominate the web as the appointed president by a small convention made of largely the SPA. Leaders hoping to appeal to both the center and left. A rocky road is ahead for us. The first question is whether or not tonight to draft black citizens in order to defend a political awesome. Which while Messi may be indeed to defend our and our new freedom, so the SPA including the board are not enthusiastic about the idea of material to push further to do that of fear of death. Yeah. We need to get this. And we get
Ready to move.
troops ready. Mexico. Reinforcements arrive. Syndicates and liberals in nearby territory identified with the Black Belts fight against the car that occurred social lead. Alienating the camp, these groups no longer needed to be underground and force direct aid and a chance to better arm them, however. Nothing means that the car less until the center deal was putting more pressure on us to defend our territory. Out the SP regular pressuring us to ask for additional troops from the CSA. All this will give the faction additional influence. We'll ask for some more assistance.
Orders. Ready, sir.
There's Muhammad arrives. Oh yeah, this. Perhaps over here. I mean, I'm not doing him.
Yes, sir. Attention.
Nationalist campaign. This over here. I'm going to say over here because I think this is the event that allow us to give what we need. The International Law Improvement Association and our Nation of Islam have agreed to collaborate on what would be nicknamed the Nationalist Campaign, which they call Negro Liberation Campaign, with the more pupils temple. Despite their previously tense relationship, be competing for the support of right-wing black nationalists. They advocate for any conflict support of right-wing. They advocate for any conflict with the ADWR, stating the liberals because ideology represent a far more incongruent with the heads of the young public, though veterans nationalists, whom can be convinced to stick with their territory and that they're black Americans to the east, not west. This is obviously dangerous to our government desire to finish off the ODP and work with local rights, but to continue to push troops and command so long as the conflict goes on. As long as this does not mean that they will accept bending the knee in any white faction using left radicals such as Paul Wolverton, Harry Haywood, and nonetheless calling us on us to end the reactionary threat now and instead rely on social support, saying that the black reactionary is a snake in our guard waiting to strike. We're saying that they are potentially, as are reluctant, knowing that their support is massively important and we are in no position to pose on ENF. Turn a blind eye will allow them to push up their recruitment numbers. The National Syndicate's African Black Brotherhood in particular says that we should not shut down the black nationalists while our public still needs support. Tolerate them. We gotta tolerate them for now. Because that means that we can get Young over here and we need to do his Americanist thing. So there's a commune, march on. Yeah. Nationalists will say that marching the congressional capital to show their dissatisfaction with the ongoing conflict and a call for peace, and now realize the cost of peace nationalist line, but they claim to put it into the Black American Empire, claiming that we had more obligations to set the tenant free for us of black lives, and numbers have continued to swell among those in never many provinces. Even with our touted officers tell us that they've received supplies and support from the section of ODP, and it tells us we supply and the inclination to help them in this endeavor. The SPA is much more of a military leadership and of course fused this development and recommend routing them in a march. All this will surely cost the time of war. In response, General Charles Young has offered not only to end the threat of the march, but to propose bridging implement policies to counter these additional losses, including more battle versus steel while continuing the international multinational. This is the Power Young. Alright, the Americanist. Yeah, because we ain't the suck. We got Japan. Nice.
Keep your distance.
This is fail. Whatever. Executive. Master of both fell young Charles by rise through the capital of the National Security Assembly Office. I was waiting for the young Henry Johnson to Henry Phil and change the car taking place in the car taking the nation being right to the emergency powers. He swear that he will start to build our costs. We'll balance both.
Attention. Ready to move.
This is risky. Actually, you know what I should have done? Hold on for a minute though. I need a... Hold on. Alrighty. So I
Ready,
forgot
sir.
I can actually do this.
Orders.
Yeah, maybe I can do this over here.
Attention.
Mess around with the car for a bit. I did the same fucking thing with my core check, the whole diagnostic thing over here. Bush war. Where's the fucking thing? Oh yeah. Man, I'm not a big fan of cavalry. Good page strategy, actually. I don't like to use young, though. I'm not really a big fan of cavalry. Not to paint emphasize bringing a more military attitude to emphasizing devotion, numbers, and military tactics in service of black radicalism.
Move
A
out.
little bit of that over here.
Let them have it.
Get that. Some more guns.
Command.
You know all the guns.
Command.
Just do a little bit of this. Bit of movement. I'll do some militia support. Other military officers would prefer to disband over the various militia, but it's the third path. Put the militia autonomy, we can call right there and have support us. Get a great resolve, lead the enemy unsure what to do.
Ready, sir.
Yeah. Deception tactics, my boy. That's how I get him.
Ready.
Yeah, Mexico. There's the cut. First, I'm gonna take your ships. Then I'm gonna take your land. It's mine now.
Listen up.
And we have our own little stately. Nice. See over here, let's give the fucking infantry, motorized. Got the usual duo. Nope. Hit the fucking. I almost knocked down my mic, holy shit. The virus in for the Black Revolt. Over the Black Republic. you. There's Page over here. Page strategy. Now before we start, actually, Americanizing our shit. On the pack. Yeah, so it seemed easy, but definitely are prepared. Trying to prepare ourselves though, really.
Listen up.
Yeah, you can see the army consists of cavalry divisions. So how the fuck do I have this many trains? What the shit? Let's see. Pod Never, Pod Legend. Oh man. Things been murmured around the burning cross was alien to their cursed beliefs. Some whisper to the comrades gossiping about wicked rider, a vigilante who rides into the towns on a horse as dark as night. When they hear him, audible by the old Winchester repeating rifle, he always gets in trouble. Get trouble. Cledman armed with rifles and window shutting. Like a field criminal lord, his horsemanship is unexcelled. He can ride, he can shoot like an EO-100 rammer, he can most definitely doesn't take nothing from no one. Every time he leaves Cledman, he will cut them down their hasty retreats. Really support. Bah. I think it's a real thing, actually. I'm not gonna fucking bother with that. Oh god, the fucking get a fucking wild one the pass was. I'm gonna get over here because fonts and avant-garde. Anyway, Martin the Clan Mary Jackson, Mississippi, shooting the standard clove. Going to new bike. That's soon confusing. Boss of the course of the dead. The dead took into the crossfire from terror the call. Couldn't find this radio and have a dozen dead to trampoline. He has nicknamed himself. Mystery note from the Indian routing answer. Early age boss confirmed this first adventure with Morgan. White supremacists lacking beating their heads into the hammer. Boss kicked his hammer's belt out there while acquired an old Winchester from one of the victim. Earlier village inventory, Boss was getting attention to Charles Young, but Boss refused to make a visit to him until his rifle kicks out the cracker menace. Nevertheless, Boss is guard international fame and extended probably get to privilege. White man's town, black man's law. New shit of the town. Reminds me of that fucking movie, Blazing Saddles. Yeah, that's the movie. I fucking love that movie. Oh god, it's like that though. Have you ever actually seen Blazing Saddles? It is. This is definitely a fucking. I remember from watching. It's definitely an experience over here. I definitely would recommend it. Like militia over here. We get through our military stuff before. Over here though, because we gotta get ourselves prepped over here for an assaulting of the mass. Right here, wait, hold on. Do I have enough for you? We're gonna go, I think we're gonna deep battle actually. Danish Republic. Get a 5 transfer for it actually for sure I understand the German Russian government. You know what, because we're different. Do you have our recognition? You have our recognition, no fucking Kolchak over here who isn't dead yet. Who got cooed yet? I don't know, does he actually die? I know that when he gets cooed he dies, but I don't think there's anything else to it. At least I don't remember there being anything else to it. Could be completely fucking wrong on that one, I don't know. Let's get Commando Doctrine. The Commando wishes of Doctrinos. Oh, damn it. tell we're building ourselves up. We don't have any rubber, but that's fine. We're getting ourselves to build up for Le Futur. Because we're about to go into Le Futur at some point. But as before, we're gonna be pimping out the army over here, so that way when the time comes, we are more than ready to do what needs to be done. Because we're gonna come in knocking, we're gonna come in balling. We're gonna get these two, little planter and offensive doctrine. Is that one in the US? Now they got their territory split up. Better construct the speed over here. We gotta speed this shit up. Better put this. This guy fleet. Not really a fleet, but it's better than nothing. Computer. There's one thing I really like about the new PC of conferences, but it's the fucking Navy taking over aspect along with some of this stuff that is over here. Navy taking over the Navy stuff is very nice over here because I mean, as a nation like over here though, we can just you know absorb everyone else's Navy and form our own Navy with it. So that way we don't have to wait until we get the thing going and just you know. Trying to get our Navy up doing it, not having the resources to actually pimp out a field, anything comparable and all that stuff. Air troop radicalization. Troops were made aware of the sacrifice it took for them to be where they are now, what the happen should they fail, as well as the evil of the enemy, emphasis on the honor of battling and dying, and the cause will ensure that they will fight to the last minute and do what it takes to win. Indeed. The price shall be paid in full. Let's wait. I got a crap ton of guns. Even though not producing many guns though, we still have plenty. We still have fuck guns. Imagine how to your occupation. Also, we got cavalry over here. Oh, that's double check something real quick. Anyways, not all wood crackers are bad. Though I shall put in a new, no, what? There's a typo. Stayed here in the Black Belt, we still have ambition to create America that's still open and equal to all races, colors, and creed. And as such, though, most of our members supporters, neither themselves, not all of them are. Perhaps one are true allies or cause of the white man's world. Walter Fritz is white. A Georgia native who has dedicated his career and life towards to pursue civil rights and race equality in America. A leading figure of the National Association of Advancement of Colored People, NAACP. 1929. White has been one of the most outspoken supporters of the American right for over a decade. As such, he has been honored by our state. It's perhaps the most lavish ceremony ever given to a white man within our infantile republic. Walter White, finally, been recognized as a rewarded for his fierce dedication to cause both the courtroom and out to protest line. Many of one of the most only universally respected white men in the Black Belt, true allies of the cause. Indeed. All the friends we can get out here. All the friends. The friendliest of friends. I'll get army offense over here just in case. So now let's get better guns. The best guns. Technology can afford. So, will we ever be comparable to our fellow enemies over here? No. We're not at that point yet. Ain't close. But we're not there. And we're definitely going to hold off on the modernization a little bit longer. We're at the point right now, but what we need is the fucking force to be working with. Bob Burgess. Asian black over here. Hey, no way. What that means? Nah, it's all there, so I'm going to power. I should do a playthrough on the solid doors. Not really too much interesting about them, but might be interesting to, you know, just go through it once. Troops have been radicalized. Now let's do human tactics. We have learned from our experience in slavery and beyond, it's not always right thing for the enemy hit on them, but if we attack them and flee before they even know hit them, we can sweep them out to here for the path to victory. I'm just saying, what many plans on the path to victory? Yeah, we don't got the organization penalty anymore. There's a bunch of other good shit as well. And I think it's definitely rising. Sell app for future. Oh yeah, this. This is gonna be start of the event to get Ra over here. A Herman Poop loot. Despite our forces from the government opposing such a movement, a new black culture, one of a new identity, artistic will both of science sound has begun to spread throughout the nation. This new cultural revolution uplifts all that is black as a paragon of human experience. With everything from music and art to cuisine and dance, feeling the reverberation is bombastic and soulful Renaissance. However, it's no mere regardless of as popular as beloved as widespread at home and across our states, the glorious Les Souris Ra. Born as Herman Poop on May 22nd, 1914, in Birmingham, Alabama, Sun Ra, as he likes to be called, has become a pioneer of the new African music scene. Lute, or Sonny, as his mother and sister used to call him, was born a musical prodigy, becoming a skilled pianist as a toddler and learning to compose and recite music before becoming a teenager. First, Keeney started a professional music career after joining the high school biology teacher's band. Sun Ra would take over as a musical genius, eventually traveling to Chicago and New York, proving that Sun Ra has become a young but steadily fixture in national jazz scene before the violent birth of the Second American Civil War, and before he found himself elevated to be the symbolized sound of a whole new birth people. Now he is orchestral use, a combination of electronic instruments and outlandish vocalizations, a pure expression of conceptual improvisational and moral jazz about people's shared soul. Along with music, he also dabbles in poetry, philosophy, theology, and political thought, staying as a true Renaissance man around the street. I know an Afro-futurist and black nationalist driven on by visions of the vigilant Saturn. Sunrise tacitized the wealth of the ABB, UNIA, and Black Unity League and the Nation of Islam. Both steadily steadfast out of national purposes, not alienating his fellow men or his fans. While his Egyptian influenced garb and his music from another world, this spaceman at a time is expected to bring new funk to our shores for decades to come, and nationally recognized and world national treasure. He is pretty damn good. However, with his rise, it also comes with the rise of radical parties to use Sun Ra for their own ambition with the mysteries and stands against Afro-nationalism. Varying goods are begun to work together in the shadows. We must keep an eye on them. We ride his sonic waves into the groove of our new destiny. Indeed we do. Indeed we fucking do, mutt. Riding out this wave. I think about time we deploy some of you.
Commands!
Rising dangers. It was going to get a bit over here, but we're at time, so I'm going to be reading this and then I'm going to be ending it here. Yeah, we're starting to get to the event group. With our government's direction to maintain our American culture while suppressing Afro-national and black supremacist ideologies, we're in the face of maternal resistance right around the upstart avant-garde musician and poet Herman Pooh blown out the notes of the list, or Ra Sun Ra. Radical coalition of various pan-African parties of political that begin to resist our new identities. The new initiative is to unify around this young hero of future movement, composed of members from the African Black Brotherhood, the Unity League, Nation of Islam, and the United in the NIP, or the African communities. Not lots of people, really. This radical Pan-African code cannot agree on anything except for the vaguely shaped Pan-African dream. However, at least for now, they have managed to get around the Sunbelt resisting our regime, both new HR and separatist actions. Though Sunbelt preaches non-violence, we can't say the same for the US. It's not just a figurehead. Some foreign movement that supports ain't true there. You must keep an eye on the situation in case the arts tries to bite out Margaret True. New threat? Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna save over here in case. Because we're at that time. So yeah, next time we might get the Sunmod thing over here. Who knows? But if we do, we about to get busy. Till then, I'll see you guys later. Alright.